All right, so a lot of you already know that I did a DNA test on my background. I'm actually put the clip right here of me doing my DNA background test.
You got what's that? That's France over there. You got some French in you.
Where do you see French?
There, up on top
Oh,
of
up here.
Oh, is that Spanish? No. Go back the other side. Is that either France? That's France. The top one there. See? There, yeah. And then Belgium. You got some French in you. You got some Belgian in you.
Got some Irish, you see?
You got some Irish in you.
These is like, bruh, this is like 1.9%, 0.4%.
Yeah.
This is nothing,
You
bro.
got minuscule. You got Italian in it. Maltese.
Oh, I do got some French.
Yes, I did say. That's the biggest part. Can't you see? Don't you know where France is on the map? You got some Belgian. Go to your Belgian.
Okay, the African countries here.
Angola!
Angola, you feel me? Yeah.
That's a Sadek. You got some Southern African blood.
You feel me?
Luanda, what's
Come on
up?
now. Come on
now. Etumba.
Congolese. You see Congolese on there?
I see that. That's the DRC. That's the Congo.
Is that all it is?
There's lots of Congos. There's Republic of Congo. There's.
Oh, I'm all of this. I don't know how accurate this is, bro. Do you think this is accurate?
Pretty accurate, yeah.
Ghanaian?
Yeah.
Nigerian?
Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone.
Most is Nigerian and Ghanaian.
Yeah. You must have been on one of the earliest ships out. Damn. I'm serious.
One of the earliest ships.
Yeah, because y'all had lots of time to mix up with a whole lot of other ships. You know what I mean? Y'all mix up with just think of all those places had different ships.
That's true. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so my ancestors had enough time to dip one down with everybody that came.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I see. That's why you like so many different types of girls. Because it's in your blood. You got so much of a mix.
All right, y'all. Y'all see, I got a little bit of Nigerian, Congolese, Ghanaian, little European in there. I think it was it French? Was it Italian? There wasn't no Italian in there, but yeah, y'all seen y'all. But look, man, I did that years ago, bro. I did that years ago, like back before, I don't know, I think it was before I even moved to South Africa, before I even came to South Africa, but that was a long time ago, guys. They've actually added more to it, which is a dope thing. Like they'll add people that I might be related to who end up doing, you know what I'm saying, DNA tests and things like that. So it's a really, really dope experience, bro. If you have not done it, you know what I'm saying, if you live in the US or if you live in the United Kingdom, wherever you are at, you know what I'm saying, if you're not in Africa, because most Africans know their ancestry, but us, you know what I'm saying, who are not from the continent of Africa, we don't know where we're originally from. So, you know what I'm saying, if you get a chance, bro, try it, bro. It's very dope to see where your ancestors, you know what I'm saying, originate and things like that. And yeah, man, it's really dope. So yeah, man, if you get the chance, go ahead and check that out, y'all. It's not sponsored, but yeah, go check that out, y'all.
Americans are going through an identity crisis right now, and there's a lot of misinformation on the internet about who we truly are. Let's talk about it, shall we? My name is
talk about it.
And I'm here to raise your consciousness. In all my years in the black community, I have never been to a cookout where somebody was making a teepee in a campfire. And yet, for some reason, in the past 4 years, I have seen more and more black people in America say that they are native indigenous or aboriginal to America. And they use two justifications for this. One is that black people were here before Columbus, which really makes no sense to me because even when they get their DNA results back, it'll say you have a little bit of Native American in them, but I have not seen one person black as me or blacker show their DNA results, and it says that they are 100% Native American. I mean, the whole reason you're saying you're not African.
Y'all know the crazy thing? I even thought that, before I even did the D, I thought, yeah, I'm Indian. I got Indian in me. I'm Native American. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had that in me, bro. Zero. Not even a nickel, bro. Not even a dime. Not even a penny. You heard? Like, none of it. None of it. Y'all ain't got none of that. I got like, what did it say? Like 3-4% European. All of my DNA is from the continent of Africa, bro. All of it. Most of it. What was it? 70-80% of it, bro.
It's because you're saying that you didn't come here through the transatlantic slave trade. So then why do you have African DNA? The second thing that doesn't make sense to me that I hear pretty often is when they say that you've never seen a slave ship. Slave ships don't exist. And my question to that is, how do you think white people got here? Can anyone find the Mayflower or the Santa Maria? Like, how far are we willing to go into denying our own history just to avoid acknowledging our painful past?
That's kind of weird to me, bro, honestly.
Oh, but they don't want us to know who we truly are. That's why they keep it hidden. Then why is it that every pretendian is alive and well? But the scholars that
Pretendian.
taught us we were African are the ones that got unalive or silenced by the U.S. government. Make it make sense.
Now they got all these streamers going over there trying to show Africa and really get the youth thinking that they want to move to Africa. Ain't nobody moving to Africa. What they need to be doing is showing how great Africa is so Africans will stay in Africa. Because as long as all these African immigrants keep coming over here or wanting to come over here, nobody is going to think that Africa is such a great place to be. Because if it was so great, why you ain't stay there? And that, unfortunately, that man, that boxer over there, what was his name? Josh?
What is this mindset, y'all? What is this mindset, bruh?
Whose friends died in the car accident in Nigeria, exposing the lack of infrastructure they got over there. That really threw a monkey wrench in the plan. But nobody is moving.
I can already tell how uneducated she is, bro. She already thinking Africa as a whole continent. She probably don't even know that Africa has different countries within that continent of Africa. I can already tell.
To Africa because IShowSpeed did a tour in Africa. That is not happening, okay? Because Black Americans.
My baby, I'm sorry. It's already happened. I'm here. I'm here. I'm black. I'm African American. I moved here to South Africa, living my best life.
Like being Black American. And if we go and we all move to Africa, that's just going to disperse us amongst the continent, and then there will be no more Black American culture. And that's what they want. We're like the youngest group of people. We're like the youngest ethnicity of people, like in the world. I can't think of one younger. And they don't want us to be a thing. They've used us up. They're done with us. They're done with hip hop. They're done with Black Americans. So they want us to go to Africa. So then there will be no more Black Americans. We'll be, integrated with African culture. We won't have our own culture anymore. Not on my watch.
Listen, I'm very happy.
Not on her watch, guys. She's gonna make sure nobody moves.
Happy that the streamer Speed,
bruh.
has went to Africa and done his IRL stream.
Not on her watch.
I'm very happy that there are a lot of people that are having realizations and changed minds about Africa and how beautiful it is, and the fact that Africans do not hate us, the fact that we need to build a bridge and unite the nations, African Americans.
Hey, we've already heard this guy. He
cooks, fix that relationship. We've been needing to mend that wound. I'm happy you having the realization moment. But see, it's a lot of self-hatred in a lot of you. It's a lot of anti-Blackness in a lot.
That past lady we just heard.
Of you. Your ideology is very clan memberish. But you get a streamer that goes to Africa and now all of a sudden you want to unite Africans and African Americans. It's great that y'all are having this realization, but maybe do your homework. But maybe you should have done your research before assuming what you was taught is law. Maybe you shouldn't have just assumed that Africa ain't nothing but lions, mud, and huts. Maybe you shouldn't have assumed that the Africans hate you all because some self-hatred warrior told you so. All because some identity crisis warrior told you so. Speed's own father is an identity crisis warrior. Go look up when Speed was trying to tell him.
Bro, that lady was a big identity crisis warrior, bro. I just want to tell my U.S. people who don't live in the continent of Africa, how some of the people that I have met in South Africa think. They don't care to go to the U.S., to the U.K. A lot of them are very perfectly fine here in South Africa. Like, they love, and I see it, bro. I live here, bro. Like, I've been living here for almost 3 years now. I love it here, bro. And I can understand why they wouldn't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? So the people are like, stay in their country, this, that. Bro, people do not want to leave here. Some people do want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Some people do want to go out and explore. And there's nothing wrong with going to other countries and bettering yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what you want is not in your country, or what God has for you is not in your country, bro. Example. I grew up in the U.S., bro, and now I live here in South Africa. I'm about living my best life, bro. Sometimes God sends you to other places, you know what I'm saying, to better yourself, or give you a better life, or give you an opportunity that you didn't have somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about, oh, I'm struggling here, or I'm, You know what I'm saying? I don't like it here. Yeah, it's not all about that. Like, I wasn't struggling in the US. I wasn't not liking the US. I just came to South Africa and enjoyed it and decided to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody goes certain places just because, you feel me, with people struggle and things like that. Like, that ain't always the case, bro.
Africa, and how that man started fidgeting and couldn't stop moving and sitting up there going through all the little demonic little possessions trying to avoid him being African. Imagine a black person trying to avoid being African. It's like a damn penguin trying to avoid snow. It's like water trying to avoid H2O. You think just because I live in America, my grandmother's from America, my great grandmother's from America, that don't mean nothing. We was the first to migrate. We are the original people. We did everything before everybody. Tell me, what's the upside to distancing ourselves from Africa? What, you want to get closer to a European reject? What, you think the European reject finna save you because you done distanced yourself from your ancestry? What's the upside? It's so much dumb shit being said. Motherfucker gonna tell me that we should stop identifying as being black.
Hey,
Do you
dude
know why
cooked. I'm not
black
gonna
and white
hold you.
exist? Black and white, we call
I've already
ourselves
watched this, but I gotta listen again.
because white folks made whiteness the top of the food chain. White supremacy, everything white is right. Everything was about being white. So we are black as black power, black unity, black excellence, black love. We understand we not actually black, stupid. Nobody's saying we actually a fucking
Stupid.
crayon color. But what it
Stupid.
is a status symbol, if we allow it to be. It's a title of pride and courage. We don't need to stop identifying as black. You need to stop identifying as black because you act more like a Klan member anyway. Hey, we black, we African American, we American African, we Africans. We are everything wrapped into one. That's how beautiful this community is. That's how beautiful we are. That is our potential. That is the uniqueness of us. But y'all listen to these buckethead motherfuckers talking about nothing, overthinking their way into oblivion. So damn traumatized all throughout life that they can't even love themselves. Gotta over analytically think and understand just because you label yourself a
My guy
critical
definitely
thinker,
from
you can
Alabama,
overthink
Mississippi.
your way into being an idiot too.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell
He's somewhere,
you this.
South Carolina.
But
He's somewhere
Black
down there, y'all.
Americans are just West Africans in a foreign climate.
The reason why
we tie ourselves to the motherlands, the continent of Africa, is because even though we've
Already been here for 400 years, which isn't long, might I add you,
is because
we're not American, okay?
in order to adapt to a foreign climate, foreign lands,
That takes thousands upon thousands
of years,
Like, we're talking at the very least,
maybe 5.
maybe
She's cooking too,
5,000.
y'all. She's cooking too.
We haven't even been here for one band. What are you talking about?
We are West Africans. We are stolen children. And I'm telling you right now, if we did stay here for over 1,000 years, maybe even 5,000, we wouldn't look this way anymore. We'd start
Losing our curl. Our noses won't be
as big no more. We definitely ain't gonna be as melanated. We're not near the equator up here in America. So please do your research. I just get to grasp a little bit.
bit of common sense when it comes to everything.
Bro, why we speeding her voice and slowing her voice
It's
down?
only been 400 years and you're acting like
That's a long time. That's like 4 lifespans. That's only 4. You think 4 lifespans is enough to call us American?
I just don't care. After IShowSpeed's Africa tour, you really can't convince me that Africans hate Black Americans. You just can't, because the reaction has been nothing but love and not hostility. Everywhere he's gone so far, people have shown him nothing but excitement towards him. If
I don't know. Some of them other countries been visiting recently. Hey, I'm scared. Hey,
Africans hated
after
Black
Ethiopia,
Americans, you wouldn't see crowds welcoming him, celebrating him, and treating him like family. And most of the online narratives that some FBA folks be pushing don't match real life. It just doesn't, because most of the Africans hate Black Americans talk lives on social media. It lives online. Real life interaction show respect and connection. The internet exaggerates beef that regular people don't actually live by. And online beef looks serious, but regular people don't move like that in real life. And we're seeing it in real time because people in Africa relates to him as a young Black person and not as some American outsider. And that's what Pan-Africanism looks like in practice. And lastly, you got to think about it, because TikTok is a white bourgeoisie app, and so are Instagram and Facebook. So Of course, these platforms are going to push content that makes it seem like Africans hate Black Americans and that Black Americans hate Africans. The elite doesn't want to see us united. So that's why we're going to have to take a step forward to actually put Pan-Africanism in practice.
Most enslaved Africans were taken to Latin America and the Caribbean, not the United States. So Blackness is not new or foreign to Latin culture. It's foundational. After slavery, many Latin American countries adopted a national idea called mestizaje, the belief that everyone is mixed and race no longer matters. On the surface, it sounds unifying, but from the outside looking in, what it often did was erase Black identity. Instead of centering African descendants in history, Blackness was absorbed into culture, while Black people themselves were pushed out of the narrative. And this is where things start to overlap with the Black American experience. Colorism didn't stop at borders. Lighter skin was rewarded, darker skin was penalized. From what Afro-Latinos themselves have said, Blackness often becomes something to explain away rather than something to claim. That's not a judgment, that's a system at work. Here's something that I've noticed as an outsider who studies culture. African influence is everywhere in Latin music, dance, and rhythm. But when it's time to talk about history, leadership, or representation, African roots often get minimized. The culture gets celebrated, but the people get erased. That pattern feels familiar because we've seen it before. When Afro-Latinos come to the United States, many experience race differently for the first time. Here, society doesn't ask where your grandparents are from. It reacts to how you look. That collision of identities forces conversations that weren't always necessary back home. This isn't about division, it's about recognition. As a Black American, I don't see Afro-Latino history as separate from mine. I see it as part of the larger African diaspora story. Acknowledging Afro-Latinos doesn't erase Latino identity, it completes it. And listening to Afro-Latino voices is how the erasure stops. If this topic is new to you, take the time to listen to Afro-Latino voices tell their stories. If you're Afro-Latino and this resonates, this space is for amplification, not replacement. And if you want more conversations about shared history and respect across cultures, make sure you follow for what's next. Got some more coming.
Speed has embodied what it means to be a Pan-African. You might be thinking, what is he talking about? You see, at the heart of Pan-Africanism, it's about embracing your Africanness, embracing your roots, embracing your culture, embracing your identity, embracing everything about being African. And I saw a video of Speed arguing with his dad, and he was telling him, nah, but we're African though. And Speed's dad was like, African? We American, man. What you talking about? I came from Chicago. I ain't no African, man. And Speed was looking at him like, nah, dad, we're African, bro. We're African. And that's what it means to be Pan-African. It's embracing your Africanness and embracing the fact that we're from the same land. We are the same people. We all come from the same place. Anyone that's outside of Africa today, in South America, in the Caribbean, in America, they've been displaced, right? Not by choice, but by force. And our mission now, our goal is to reconnect with the motherland. So when Speed goes to Africa and he shows us this is the real Africa, it's beautiful, man. And you see how he's treated there compared to when he went to Europe. Or it's different, man. It's different. This is Africa. This is the real Africa. The revolution is here. Forward ever.
Can I just tell you how impressed I am with the Africa tour that Speed is doing? I mean, it is crazy. First of all, thank you to everybody who liked my video. If you didn't see it, go back. I got like 12, 13K, little old me. But seriously,
shout out to her,
go
man.
Visit Africa. Don't listen to anybody who's telling you it's dangerous, the news, people who don't travel. As a travel advisor, as a traveler, as a Black woman from America, I am just so impressed with Speed and this tour to Africa. I saw his tour in Europe, some of it. I saw some of the tour in the US. But as a young Black man from the US, like, he doesn't have to do that. And the fact that he is doing it, it's so big. It is just deeper than you can imagine. I mean, he's going to places that people don't often travel to unless they have family there and they're from there, like Liberia, Mozambique, Namibia, Rwanda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Eswatini. Let me get it right. Where else? Angola,
Botswana,
Nigeria. Like, are you serious? It's not the typical Africa countries. And
Egypt,
even
South
though he has some of
Africa.
those infused in there, like right now he's in Egypt. This is just mind blowing. So if you are young, go to Africa. If you are old, go to Africa. If you travel and you only go to Europe, you are doing yourself such a disservice. I am just,
Bro, I ain't gonna hold
like,
you. I've never had the desire to go to Europe, bro. I've never had. I still don't. I don't have the desire to go to Europe. Like, what am I gonna do in Europe, bro? Yeah, I want to see. I do want to go see the Eiffel Tower, in Paris, right? The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower in Paris, bro. I do want to see that, but other than that, bro, I have no desire, bro.
Like I told you, Ethiopia is at the top of the list. One of my cousins just got a property in Tanzania,
Ethiopia,
and
bro. I
that's
gotta
the next
visit.
place I go visit. I have been to Cape Town, South Africa. Blew my mind. Everything I saw was like amazingly beautiful, great hospitality, a warm welcome.
But auntie, you gotta go to Joburg.
That's go to Africa. All of it. I promise. You will love it.
You gotta come to
God
Johnson
bless.
City.
Yo, while Kai is out here trying to pronounce photosynthesis, Speed is in Africa creating history, man. Speed is...
Bro, why we gotta bring up Kai for, y'all? Like, why we gotta bring up Kai? We know, man. Hey, let him find his journey, bro. Like, let him find himself, bro. He's gonna be good, dog. We gotta stop comparing Kai to Speed because they make totally different content for one. They totally different people. Man, let Kai be him, dog.
is traveling in countries where his ancestors are possibly from. Also, he's traveling in countries where his ancestors were also taken from. So this is very symbolistic of Speed, man. Like, and what I acknowledge and admire about Speed being in Africa on his African tour is that Speed is very open to learn. He's not mocking any single tradition. He's not doing it just for fun. He's actually doing it because he's trying to learn, and this means a lot, man. He's not poking fun. He's happy being there. And just seeing him with Shaka Bars, you know he's already in the right hand, man. Because one thing Shaka Bars is going to do is he's going to put you on game. Before this tour even starts, he's going to tell Speed what to expect. He's going to say, Speed, you're going to go to Egypt. And they're going to try to tell you that the nose that was knocked off the statue, they're going to give you some bullshit lie. Just remember, they were trying to hide the truth. They were trying to hide that these statues, they were you. They're me, they're you. Them Egyptian, they're colonizers. They're not from there. They were trying to hide the truth. Shaka is going to tell him the truth, man. You feel me? So, Speed being in Africa, he's breaking so many stereotypes
Shout out
about
Shaka.
black people, about African people,
What's he talking
about
about?
Africa in general, all countries. He's breaking that, man. A lot of young kids follow Speed. A lot of young generation and old people too follow Speed, and he's breaking that. You feel me? This is one of the reasons why you don't see him as much on the timeline going around, because they're trying to hide the fact that Africa is beautiful, and Speed is showcasing a lot of Africa in like a couple seconds clip. And I love it, man. I love seeing him being around black people and no one is treating him like an animal. If they bark, it's not with no intent, no negative intent. If they bark at Speed, it's not nothing behind it. But when white folks bark at Speed, it's a different bark. It's a different bark.
What y'all thoughts are, man? Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you have not, bro, you outside of the African continent and you don't know your ancestry, bro, figure out for yourself, bro. Don't listen to whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn on your own, bro. Like, do the DNA test, bro. Figure out where your peoples is from, bro. It's very dope to know, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you seen mine earlier, you feel me? It's very dope to to know that information. You know what I'm saying? To know where my ancestors came from. Because now I can really go into a deep dive. I haven't yet, but I can really go into a deep dive to really see specifics. You feel me? It can go deeper than what I just showed y'all. You know what I'm saying? So think about it, y'all. Think about it. But if you guys enjoy my reaction, commentary to this video, you just smash that like, sub to the channel if you're new. Stay tuned for next, y'all.